Okay, so this is going to be my speed run. I played this game before, but the audio was terrible, so I'm going to redo it. And this time, speed run. I played this game before, but the audio was terrible, so there you go. Let me fix a couple of things right now, and we're off. Hopefully this time everything is going to be picked up. And so let's get all 5 endings in an hour and a half is what I'm aiming for. So this is it. Killing, stalking, missing, speed run. You stand there rather awkwardly to one side of the room. It's yet another party that your friends have roped you into. A few dozen people are already milling around, chatting each other up, and pouring each other drinks. The night is still young, so everyone is still trying to get a feel of things. Some are quicker at it than others. The music drums a loud bass against your heartbeat, and the strobe lights make everything move in erratic snapshots of color. You wonder where in the club you think you'll spend the rest of the night at. You see a man staring at you from across the party. As soon as your eyes meet, he approaches you. He smiles and walks with a calm and easygoing air of someone who knows their way around parties. Hey, why aren't you getting any drinks? Want to have some with me? Okay, and right now I'm going to save. I'm going to save over my first one. Yes, overwrite it. Okay. Return. Let's see. Oh, I'm underage. None of your business. Buy me a drink then. No thanks, I'm taking. I'm gonna be this one. Buy me a drink then. You discreetly check him out and find yourself wanting. He's so hot. You flash him the most flirtatious smile you can manage, looking at him from under your lashes. Only if you're buying it for me. Why not take a sip from my bottle instead? You blush at how forward he is, unsure on whether or not to take him up on his offer. Oh. You totally blushed just now. You blush all the more and pout at him. You're a tease. I was just kidding. Here, I already got you a bottle. Ah, thank you. What's in this? Just a little beer. Same as what I'm having. Not too strong for you, I hope. You take an experimental sip and gag at the taste. Wow, no, this is really strong. It's so bitter. Good thing I didn't slip you a little Jaeger then. You grimace as you take another swig. The man laughs. I'm Sang-woo, by the way. What's your name? Enter name here. So I'm going to go with the first time when I played this. Heh. I'm going to go as Poor Sap again. I'm Poor Sap. Nice to meet you, Poor Sap. So my friends are playing 369 over there. Want to join in? I'll introduce you. The smile he gives you is so warm and inviting, you can't help but to nod. Talk about a real Prince Charming. Great, just follow my lead. He leads you towards the small crowd sat in a booth. With a smile and easy gait, he manages to weave his way to the front with you in tow. The game begins. As time passes, you start to feel the effect of one too many shots of soju. Or was it beer? At this point, you didn't know or care. Sang-woo stays by your side the whole night, handing you drinks and cracking jokes and laughing along with you. When you begin to lose balance, you lean against him. His strong arms envelope you, and you lean against him, breathing in his scent. You smile dopely at him. You're so warm, Sang-woo. Are you alright? Oh no, just hold on to me. Yeah, just like that. Okay, hold on. His voice fades as your vision turns murky. Everything is spinning and you just want to lie still, but your stomach is rolling. You bend over and... Uh-oh. Not out here, you don't. The moment he sweeps you up into his arms and you black out entirely. It's cold. You open your eyes to pure darkness. You shift slightly only to realize that your wrists and ankles have been tied together with rope? You're not sure. Whenever you look as you turn your head, you see nothing. There's some light, but it looks muffled, as if you're being seen through cloth or film. You realize a jolt that you've been blindfolded. Your consciousness starts to swimming back into your skull. The panic starts setting in. What's happening? Have I been kidnapped? You try to move, but when you do, you feel a rough concrete floor rub against your bare skin. You're horrified to realize that you're completely and utterly naked. Suddenly, it's much, much colder. Your bare skin feels hypersensitive to the slightest breeze and shift in temperature. The terror is all too palpable, and you start to speak. Hello? Your voice sounds rough like sandpaper, and your throat feels dry. You cough and try again. Hello? Anyone? Can anyone hear me? No response. You try to make your voice louder. Anyone, please! I need help! You hear footsteps shuffling around. Oh, thank God. Please be help. Silence. The sound of a latch being undone and the door being swung open. You touch the cold air, makes goosebumps rise all over your body, and you curl up into yourself protectively. Cold. So cold. Please be help. Finally. The voice is cheerful and all too familiar. Is that? It can't be. The door closes. You're finally awake. As he draws nearer, your sense of relief is being discovered melts into suspicion and fear. He laughs softly. Time to play. Chapter 1. The beginning of the nightmare. Your heartbeat starts to pick up as the apprehension within you grows. What the hell is going on? His footsteps going down the staircase somewhere to your left seems strange. Offbeat, not exactly limping, but when he starts walking on the concrete floor towards you, you wonder, is he dragging something behind him? Ah, poor sap. Sang-woo, is that you? Sang-woo, please, help me, please. Somehow from the way he keeps walking towards you with a slow and purposeful strides, you knew that helping was the farthest thing from his mind. Good morning. Sang-woo, help! These ropes! Oh no. You stay right where you are. You fear and dread are building. He grunts as though hefting something heavy. Sang-woo? Try not to bite your tongue. You hear the blunt object whistling through the air before it connects with your leg. Your right leg snaps like a twig, and you scream and scream. The pain blinds you, even though you're already blindfolded. Sang-woo, you sob. Sang-woo, please, please, please. Please what? You try to fold your legs close to your body. The pain blindsides you, and you're horrified when your right leg barely twitches. I get what you want me to do. Your eyes take only a few seconds to adjust to the sparse light in the room. Standing at your feet is Sang-woo. You immediately notice the sledgehammer hanging at his side. Please, Sang-woo, please. Yeah, I know. Be patient. You whimper in pain as he aggressively yanks your left ankle closer to him and skin scrapes against the rough concrete. Sang-woo lifts his sledgehammer. There's no hint of humanity left in his eyes. This is what you wanted, right? Your screams dissolve into violent sobs that rack up your body. Oh, go back. You can barely see the burst of skin your blood is pooling from. God, all you know is pain and pain and pain. A cold and callous hand taps your thigh. Look, your leg looks like a crushed tomato if you squint. Can you see it? Obey and look. Dazedly, you comply. Your face contorts with horror. Are these my legs? Did you take anatomy? You don't answer. Probably not. Well, with the wooden end of this sledgehammer, he props your open wound. Well, that right there is your tibialis anterior. So if you dig deeper, the scream you release sounds almost primal to your ears as he digs the handle further into your wound. The bone I'll hit will be the tibia. Tibialis, tibia, understand? Sangwoo looks at you expectantly while you try to distract yourself from the pain. I said, understand? Oops, back. The handle hits the bone. Yes, please, I understand. Sangwoo gets up with his sledgehammer in tow. He climbs up the stairs, not sparing you a glance. Maybe I'll eat some bibimbap later. Maybe noodles. He's like a child who's gotten bored with his toy for the day. While his back is turned, you desperately look around. There must be something. Anything. Do you want me to blind you too? You freeze, pinned by his glare. He squats in front of you. You try to avoid his gaze, but he grips your chin tightly enough to leave bruises. If you try to escape, I will make your death as slow and as painful as I can. He lets you go. He lets you go of your chin, and he gets up and leave once more. You lick your lips, trembling. I am going to save, and I will overwrite this one. Yes. Return. I like you. There's a brief pause for a moment. You hope. Sangwoo bursts out laughing. Yeah, of course you like me. That was the whole point. His tone is snide, cold, and cruel. You wince at it. Honestly. He shakes his head in disappointment and smile before climbing back up the stairs. Sangwoo closes the door and leaves you in pitch black darkness. You breathe in the damp, cold air, embracing the imaginary monsters in the shadows. Truly, you now fear the man who lurked beyond the door more than the darkness itself. Chapter 2. Careful. Careful now. You don't know how many hours or days or weeks has passed in the humid, darkness of Sangwoo's basement. There's no way to tell time, no window, no clock. All you have is your growing sense of hunger and your parched throat. The pain in your legs is still there, but so long as you don't move them, it only throbs quietly. When the basement door finally swings open again, you try to lift your head. The small slice of light hurts your eyes for a while, then it's gone. Sangwoo is back. He makes his leisurely way down the steps watching you. He smiles. Long time no see. How have you been? I've missed you. You lick your cracked lips and you try to smile. I've missed you. The words that leave your mouth shock you. Did I really just say that? He chuckles and squats down in front of you, watching you curiously. Are you retarded? No. Sangwoo runs his hand through your hair, sighing. I came down here for a change of pace, you know? But it seems like you're still unaware of the way things are. A menacing tone in his voice makes you shudder. He yanks you closer by your hair. I can do whatever I want with you. He pauses, smiling darkly. I can kill you quickly, or I can do it as slowly and as agonizing as I want. Which do you prefer? His smile turns playful. Perhaps in another world, it might have been friendly. His foot touches your dry lips, forcing your mouth to open with his toes. You half expected his foot to smell rancid, but it smells good. Like some kind of vanilla or honey smell? Your mouth waters. Hey, you hungry? He doesn't give you a chance to answer. Withdrawing his foot, he thoughtfully expression paints on his face. Then, to your surprise, he's untying me? Not like you can run away, right? You barely register his words, marveling at your freed wrist. I'll be right back. He turns his back to you and goes upstairs, closing the hatch behind him. In minutes, you are alone. He really just untied me and left me alone? But of course, you know his words ring true. You cannot run. Looking around, you know there's nowhere to hide either. But now that you can sit upright, you can decide to survey the room better. You notice a discard screwdriver in one corner. There's a jug of bleach on some other shelves nailed to the right wall. Okay, this is a saving moment. Yes. Return. Wait patiently. Call for Sang-woo. Look around once more. Wait patiently. He must have dropped the screwdriver there on purpose. Best not to touch it. Nervously, you clasp your hands and wait. I really shouldn't do anything. He'll get mad. You try to will your heart to calm down, but to no avail. You end up examining your battered legs. The green and purples, yellows and blooms bloom, mixing with crusty crimson. Gingerly, you touch the fist-sized lump and wince. You aren't walking anytime soon. The hatch opens and Sang-woo peers in. Still alive. He laughs as if he just made a joke. He begins to make his way down the steps. You freeze, your heart hammering in your ribcage. Oh God, please. But he's not holding anything remotely looking like a weapon. In fact, he looks like he's holding... I have, ta-da, breakfast. He stands over you holding what looks like some kind of canned food. You're surprised and confused, but the sudden grumbling in your stomach trumps that everything else. You're starving. Sang-woo grin widens and he leans down until your eyes are leveled with his. Open up and be good, okay? He grabs your face and pulls it up with a violent jerk. Your neck hurts from the strain as your head is forced backwards. Sang-woo holds the canned food up and crazed with hunger, part of you hopes that he's going to feed it to you. But he doesn't. Instead, he tips a few of the contents of some type of meat into his own mouth. He chews on for a few seconds, then forces your jaw open. The twinkle in his eye is devious. He's enjoying the horrified disgust on your face. He spits the pre-chewed food into your mouth. I think this is a save moment here. Yes. Return. I'm going to kiss him. Strangely, you pay no mind to the brown mixture of food and spit dribbling into your throat. A firm grip on his hand, on your hair, his dark eyes watching, always watching, his chapped lips opening to feed you. Sang-woo is feeding you. He's feeding me. He cares about me. You're possessed by a sudden desire to lunge forward and catch his lips in yours in an open mouth kiss. Your eyes squeeze shut and you put everything into the brief but intense kiss. A mix of spit and sludge. You don't notice how his mouth was shut. Sang-woo doesn't push you away as you first expect he might. Maybe he's surprised. Maybe he has feelings for me. The moment doesn't last long, and it is only a connection of mouths and lips. He pushes you away firmly, and you fall onto the concrete. You gaze up at him, confused at his actions or yours. You don't know. Sang-woo? His brow is furrowed as he looks at you like, wow. He scratches his head with his free hand. I underestimated how willing you were to fuck your way out. Sang-woo, but you're not sure what you want to say. Then, inexplicably, his expression contorts into the strangest mix of disappointment and resignation. At first, I thought you might be a bit different. He takes some of the chunks of wet meat, leaving the can on the floor. Your voice is cut off as he thrusts the meat into your mouth, deep into your throat. You gag, choke, and you wrench. You claw at his arms, but he continues to push the food down. I guess I was wrong about you. Then he pulls his hand out and he clamps your lips shut with fingers coated in your spit and bile. He uses his free hand to scoop up more of the meat, and as soon as he releases your mouth, he shoves it down your throat once again. You're just like every single other hunk of flesh on legs. You're disgusting, self-centered, just like animals, the lot of you. He repeats this process even as vomit is already leaking from the corners of your mouth. You're unable to speak, but you wish you could cry out. You wish you could scream. Finally, there's no more meat, and he steps back away from you as you throw up everything you've just been force-fed. He aims to kick at your head. You cry out in pain and collapse in a heap. He pulls you up by your hair and smiles at you. You're going to eat every last bit of that shit you threw up, or I'm going to cut open your stomach and stuff it back in there myself. He flings you into your pool of vomit and lie there trembling. You feel something cold and pointed pressed between your shoulder blades, and you whimper. Of course, he would have a knife on him. Sang-woo, please, eat. Sobbing, you bend down and you start licking your vomit off of the floor. Sang-woo lets out a long, drawn-out sigh, only looking mildly annoyed after everything that just happened. He's not human. The thought almost makes you laugh. After all this, after possible weeks beneath his home, only now do you truly understand that Sang-woo is nowhere near human. He is a monster. I'm going to have to clean this up later. You're going to make my house fucking stink. You clasp your hands together to keep it from shaking. The vomit in between your hands makes a soft squelching sound. Though in any other place it would have gone unnoticed, it is bordering on deafening, intense silence between you and Sang-woo. Tsk. A strong hand curls around your wrist and yanks you up to your feet, putting pressure onto your broken legs. A broken scream rips from your sore throat and you collapse onto your knees. You notice how pale and yellowish your skin has gotten in comparison to the throbbing, colorful, and bleeding mess that is your ankles. Sang-woo resorts to dragging your body across the rough floor. The stairs? It's time to bring you up. Final chapter. Singing your life with his words. As Sang-woo drags you up towards the hatch, you have no time to celebrate. You whimper and cry out when your ankles hit the first steps. The pain stabs into them like hot knives. Will you shut up? You try to obey, biting so hard on the inside of your lip that until your teeth break the surface. He carries you up, his elbows hooking your armpits, and it's almost as if he wants to maximize your suffering as you both head upstairs. You can't put it past him to think that way. Finally, you both are out of the basement. You squint as the world of light and color unfolds before you. It hurts your eyes to look, though you're sure that the room you are now in isn't even well lit. Have I been in the dark for that long? The air was no longer stifling, and the room is no longer freezing. Is this heaven? Sang-woo drops you onto the floor, rolling on his shoulders back, and you still stifle and cry when your broken ankles fold beneath you as you fall. Sang-woo, it hurts. Sang-woo narrows his eyes in disbelief. Of course it hurts. That's the point. You're so stupid. You furrow your brows in confusion as he squats down and leans into your personal space. You didn't mind? You wish he'd come closer. Or maybe Your gaze strays down to his lips. He's so close, only a few centimeters away. You can practically feel his breath faintly against your skin. You're acting. Is that a yes or a no? Slowly, your body draws closer to him as though magnetized. I would never lie to you. His lips are so close. So, kiss him, don't kiss him. Kiss him. You finally close the small distance between you two. Chapped but soft lips meet yours in feather-like kisses. He tastes like cooked meat and strawberry? You hesitantly deepen the kiss, applying more pressure to his lips in hopes that he kiss you back. But then it ends. Sang-woo pushes you away, both hands on your shoulders, looking the most confused you've ever seen him. You're insane. You don't respond. A strange mix of desire and desperation overcome your body, and you shudder in delight. All you want to do right now is kiss him. You lick your lips. You're out of your fucking mind. Okay, sure, whatever. I'll play along, but I'm not kissing you when you smell and taste like shit. Suddenly, Sang-woo sweeps you into his arms. Your spine tenses and you clasp your hands to your chest, hoping to keep as much distance from Sang-woo as possible. You feel his rigid chest rubbing against your bare skin. Instead of it feeling uncomfortable, it feels like it could be home. As he carries you down the hall, his hold on you is unwavering, and his steady breath almost lulls you to sleep. He's so warm. Unconsciously, you relax and you lean against him. You sleepy, poor sap? You jolt at the mention of your name and you look up at him. I'm sorry. Just don't pass out on me until you've had your bath. You're going to make my whole place smell like shit. The both of you enter a dimly lit bathroom and he places you inside the empty bathtub. You stare up at him, confused on what to do. Sang-woo reaches for the shower head and turns it on. The cold and harsh shower pelts your skin like tiny needles. Your whimpers turn into quiet sobs as the cold water touches your raw wounds. Sang-woo sighs and begins to wash you. I know it's cold, but using the heater cost me, so bear with it for now. You continue to shiver until Sang-woo hands you a bottle of shampoo. Wash up. Your trembling finger squeezes the bottle and thick gel falls into your open palm. Slowly, you massage the shampoo into your oily scalp, then shut your eyes when the suds begin to fall and stings into your eyes. Why is he being so nice? Does he actually care about me? You shiver, but not because of the freezing water. Or is this his final act of kindness before killing me? Oh God, he's going to kill me. You immediately open your eyes in fear of what he might do while you can see. Ow! Just as quickly, you shut your eyes because of the stinging pain from the shampoo. Laughter rings out as you frantically rub your eyes. After everything I've done, that still hurts you? As Sang-woo continues to laugh at you, a hand holds yours still. You feel the damp hands cup your cheeks, and then thumbs softly wiping your eyelids, carefully clearing the sods off of your eyes. Sang-woo? Slowly you open your eyes. You know how stupid you look right now? Sang-woo sighs and lowers his hands. You can't help but to wish that they were back on you, anywhere on you. It really bruises my ego. You watch his lips move, and once again you're hypnotized. That you still get hurt. His lips. Yeah, let's kiss him. We're already this far in, so... Over fucking Fuck it. You lunge towards him, crashing your lips against his and pressing your bare wet body on his, soaking him thoroughly. Sang-woo's arms immediately wrap around your waist as if he were expecting this. You're almost shocked at his response, but you weren't that subtle anyways. It's tongue and teeth and nails crawling against his skin, and neither of you have let up even for a quick breath. It doesn't matter to you what you're doing most of the kissing, as long as he accepts and loves you. That's all that matters. You try to tug yourself closer to him, finding difficulty since your legs lay limp. Sang-woo chuckles and pulls you closer with no difficulty, as if you weighed like air. Your already red cheeks turn a deeper shade in embarrassment, but you are determined to show Sang-woo what you're capable of. You silence him by pressing your lips against his with renewed vigor. Then slowly, deliberately, you start kissing your way down to his neck, pressing soft kisses on the corner of his mouth, his jaw, the shell of his ear, and finally his neck before nibbling. Your goal to mark him as yours. He stops laughing as you nip and suck against his flushed skin. You nuzzle and whine against his neck. Sang-woo, I need you. You lean back and can't help but to admire Sang-woo's muscular physique. Like a living Aries, the planes of his torso are so smooth and taut muscle. Each line, crevice, and nerve is perfect. He's so beautiful. Reverently, you drag your lips against his chest and down towards his dick, looking up at him with hooded eyes. Sang-woo helps you guide you down until you're kneeling in front of him, with your lips rubbing against his crotch. Strangely enough, the image you created wasn't that of desperate devotee bowing before their god. But in a way, Sang-woo is your god. He alone has the power to deliver you from this torturous hell. You open your mouth around his burning erection in his pants. He's hard. Oh my god, he actually wants this. He wants me. You moan against his dick, turned by the arousal, then feel his hands rig through your wet hair. Get on with it. Gladly. Your trembling fingers make quick work of opening his fly. Sang-woo. With shaking fingers, you carefully free his dick from his boxers and immediately flatten your tongue against the base of his shaft and lick and wet and stripe the tip. He doesn't even make a sound. Sang-woo, I love you. You kiss and swirl your tongue around the tip of his cock, catching all the pre-cum seeping out. I want to be with you forever. His grip on your hair tightens. Forever, huh? Yes, I love you. You nuzzle your cheek against his dick and slide his lips against the sides of it, and movements slick and spit acting like lube. You're fucking insane. Even as he insults you, he bucks his hips towards your mouth, demanding entrance. Why the fuck would you stay with me? You pull yourself up and lean close to Sang-woo, a soft smile on your lips. It's because I love you, and if you love me back, you won't hurt me anymore. He tenses. You can fuck me, you could do whatever you want with me, just please don't kill me. I love you, so... Your words trail off into silence when the cold dread builds inside of you because of Sang-woo's dark expression. Oh, so that's why. Suddenly, a hand digs its way through your scalp, nails breaking the skin, and grabs your wet hair. You scream when Sang-woo begins to drag you out of the bathtub by your hair, your injured legs banging against the porcelain tub. You thought fucking whoring yourself out to me would work. You're a slut and a fucking liar. You little shit. You want to deep throat me, right? He catches you by your face, squeezing you hard enough to bruise. Nice try. But there's something else that I would rather go down your throat. He drags you to the corner of the tiny room, bending you down to uncap a white plastic jug on the floor. He holds it up with the friendliest smile. The same smile he gave to you at that party. You read the label on the jug with horror. Bleach. Won't this be delicious? You weep as you clutch into his leg, fingers trembling. No, please. You smile up at him, though, through your tears. I love you, right? You bury your face into his leg and nuzzle against the rough fabric. So please don't kill me. You can do whatever you want. Just please don't kill me. A swift kick sends your head banging into the hardwood floor with a sickening thud. Don't fuck with my clothes, you piece of shit. You bite back your choking sobs as he grabs your face again and holds it up to the jug. When the bleach runs down your throat, it sets fire to your insides. You retch and choke and vomit all over the floor, but the back of Sangwoo's hand lashes you across the face. The bleach continues to torture you from within, but Sangwoo doesn't stop forcing it down your throat. Whenever you try to vomit, he seals your mouth with the iron clamps. It does nothing but make the vomit seep in between the gaps and dribble down your chin. The insides burning and churning with agonizing pain. You scream and cry, but as you already know too well, no one can hear you. You start to lose consciousness. You register nothing but the acrid smell of vomit and your heart violently pounding in your chest, pumping bleach further into your system. As you close your eyes, you fail to realize that this will be the last time you ever do so. 2 weeks later. And this was the Bleach ending. Let's make sure that this is up.
Anyone has seen my best friend, please, I beg you, bring them back safely. And if the bastard who kidnapped my best friend is listening, I hope you burn in hell, you cock.
Please stay tuned for further details and report any possible sightings. Now back to your regular broadcast.
Now that's really strange that it says the attempted suicide ending. That was supposed to be the Bleach ending. That wasn't the attempted suicide ending. That's a different ending. But that's okay. So that's the first ending. If you play it as I Love You Sangwoo, if you play it as the actual manhwa, how it's written, this is how you reach this ending, which is the Bleach ending. So we're gonna save this over. I'm gonna save it on this page. So this is the Bleach ending. Okay. So that's the Bleach ending. So now I'm trying to see. Let me look back. Where can we go off? There is also a good ending. So there are 4 more endings. So the good ending, you can get it from the beginning, but we'll do that last. We're gonna try to see if we can get another ending. And I believe if you start from here, we can get another ending. No. Okay, so return. Okay. So let's see. Load. And we'll load it from here. I'd like you remain silent. Why me? We're gonna go, okay, so this is right after he smashes our legs, I believe. This is right after he smashes our legs, so we're gonna go with why me. Sangwoo chuckles. Why you? That's a funny question. He leans in close, his breath tickling your sweaty, grimy skin. There's no rhyme nor reason to it. You were at the wrong place at the wrong time, that's all. He pulls away, but the heat of his breath seems to linger on you. You slump back against the floor. A single silent sob racks your body. Why me? Sangwoo closes the door and leaves you in the pitch black darkness. You breathe in the damp, cold air, embracing the imaginary monsters in the shadows. Truly, you now fear the man who's lurked beyond the door more than the darkness itself. And now we're starting chapter 2, and this is where it gets good. You don't know how many hours or days you've been in the basement. There's no way to tell the time, no window nor clock. All you have is a growing sense of hunger and your parched throat. The pain in your legs are still there, but just as long as you don't move, it throbs quietly. The basement door finally swings open again, and you try to lift your head. The small slice of light hurts your eyes, and for a while, then it's gone. Sang-woo is back. He makes his leisurely way down the steps watching you. He smiles. Long time no see. How have you been? Say nothing. You remain silent and avoid his gaze. Did you hear me? You shut your eyes tightly and curl in on yourself. The sounds of footsteps coming closer and closer fills you with dread. Suddenly, a hand slaps you across the cheek, the sound and sensation like lightning. The shock of it forces your eyes open, and fresh tears run down your face. Sang-woo runs his hand through your hair, sighing. I came down here for a change of pace, you know? But it seems like you're still unaware of the way things are. A menacing tone in his voice makes you shudder. He yanks you closer by your hair. I can do whatever I want with you. He pauses, smiling darkly. I can kill you, or I can kill you quickly, or I can do it as slowly and as agonizing as I want. Which do you prefer? His smile turns playful. Perhaps in another world it might have been friendly. His foot touches your dry lips, forcing your mouth open with his toes. You half expected his foot to smell rancid, but it smells good. Like some kind of vanilla or honey smell. Your mouth waters. Hey, you hungry? He doesn't give you a chance to answer. Withdrawing his foot with thoughtful expression paints his face. Then to your surprise, he's untying me. Not like you can run away, right? You barely register his words, marveling at your freed wrist. I'll be right back. He turns his back to you and he goes upstairs, closing the hatch behind it. In minutes, you are alone. He really just untied me and left me alone. But of course, you know his words ring true. You can't run. Looking around, there's nowhere to hide either. Now that you can sit upright, you decide to survey the room better. You notice a discarded screwdriver in one corner. There's a jug of bleach and some shells nailed to the right wall. Okay, so the last time we just waited patiently, so we have 3 more options. Examine the screwdriver, call for Sang-woo, or look around more. So I'm gonna examine the screwdriver. This ending you can get 2 ways, and I know this one is definitely one way to get the ending that I'm thinking of. You wince in pain as you quickly drag your body to the screwdriver. I have to hurry. He'll be back in a second. Finally, you have the screwdriver clutched in your hand. The hatch opens and Sang-woo peers in. Still alive? He laughs as if he made a joke and makes his way down the steps. For a single moment, you catch a glimpse of Sang-woo you knew at the bar. However, the moment ends abruptly. Sang-woo stares at the screwdriver in your hand. His expression darkens, and an eerie smile stretches across his face. You freeze, and your heart hammering in your ribcage. What were you planning to do with that, He slowly walks towards you, dropping whatever he was holding. As he does so, you hear rustling of his clothes and he pulls off his shirt and pants. Wow, okay. Likely to keep them from getting dirty. Kill Sang-woo. The crippling fear overtakes you as Sang-woo form approaches you. You desperately crawl away from him and keying desperate sobs, or what the heck, sobs escaping your throat. Don't come closer. A shadow looms near you, casting you further into darkness. And why not? You keep the screwdriver close to your chest. You can feel the heat from his body against your naked back. When he comes closer, he draws near, but you can practically hear his heartbeat. Or was that yours? I have to do it. I have to. You feel something brush against your leg. heart pounding and hands shaking uncontrollably, you spin around to face him, screwdriver raised over your head, and you plunge it down into his chest. Sang-woo's face twists into one full of pure rage. He moves almost too fast for you to see, catching your wrist mid-stab. He bares his teeth, carving a piece of shed. He wrenches your wrist backward so hard you cry out in pain and the rumble of your weapon. It hits the floor with the sound of metal. The sounds of metal breaking. So you picks up and wrenches it with an expression of longing, wearing a of insanity. He's going to kill you. He's really going to. You don't realize how hard it is. Ugly wrench, but are quickly silenced by the tip of your murder weapon on your face. You thought you could kill me? He says this quietly, almost like the way you would read the most tragic poem in the world. You thought you could do that in my own house, my basement, my domain? The weapon is now tracing a line from the base of your throat to your navel. Did you forget? He whispers this in your ear. Did you forget that in here, I am in control? I am the one who decides who lives and dies here in this house. Me. Not you. Me. What part of that did you... He drives the pointed metal into your flesh below your collarbone, drawing blood. You howl in pain. Not... Your howls turn into shrieks and sobs as he cuts deeper, carving into the cartilage, ripping muscle and sinew apart. Understand? He straightens, panting and sweating from the effort of slicing the tough flesh and muscle that joins your bones. Scared of me letter, you know that? Or I think it was supposed to be scarlet letter? A red letter, A, is supposed to be the sign of shame, specifically for adulteresses, but I think the feeling and not the title should suffice for you. I want you to look at it. You're afraid to move, forcing a heaving breaths to calm yourself down. Look at it. Between the short gasps and broken sobs, you slowly bring your head up to look around at the mutilated flesh. You can't even discern if it looks like an A or not. You just see the most gruesome lacerations. Bile rises up into your throat and you gag. Sang-woo hunkers down again, weapon raised, glinting red with your blood and bits of your flesh. No throwing up now, we're just getting started with your punishment. And then he proceeds to carve more and more letters into your body. Words, perhaps sentences you don't know, you'll never know. The pain is brutal and agonizing, and Sang-woo makes sure to cut deep, right in the right places without killing you right away. The stab slice procedure goes on for what seems like an eternity. You feel like you've dissociated outside of your body. You don't know what's up or what's down. I want to die. Please, make it stop. Just let me die. Everything is a haze, and somewhere, far away, you hear a distant screaming. You don't know until it's too late that it's your screaming. Somewhere, someone is speaking, but you cannot decipher the words. You cannot feel the tips of your extremities or anything before them. Dull thuds. A voice in your head. Enjoy the rest of your night, you fucking murderer. And you lie in a blur of pain and nothingness, coming to every now and then only to scream from the pain that burns and consumes you all over. You are slipping in and out of consciousness to the bliss of nothing. Somehow, the nothingness is stretching longer and longer every time you succumb to the pain. Finally, you open your eyes one last time, and there is only blackness. 2 weeks later. Okay, so that's ending number 2. That's another way that he ends up killing you.
We interrupt your regular broadcast to bring you another update on the missing person.
This is definitely the screwdriver ending. That's for sure. So I want to go back. I think I'm going to go back to the other screwdriver ending. There's 5 endings total, and I think this is number 2. And my friendo just came in. Hi, Melty. Thank you. I'm trying. I'm redoing this game because the first time I did it, the audio was non-existent. So I'm doing a speed run of this. Okay, so this one says attempted murder ending. I don't like the name of these endings, man. Like, I know for sure there are 5 endings. One of them is the good ending. This is the second one, but I'm pretty sure we're gonna save this. Yoink. Right here. So we got these 2 endings so far. So I think I want to go back. I don't know if I want to go back to the beginning because I know that there are other ways. There are other endings. But hold on. I don't want to start there. I kind of want to start... What was this one? No. Don't overwrite it. Don't overwrite it. Okay. Return. Okay. Back. Let's see. Load. Let's start here. Oh, this is right after he feeds you. The last time we spit it out. And we're gonna chew and swallow it. But hold on. Let's go to save. I don't want to do that. Return. No. Skip. Dang it. Okay. Okay, chew and swallow. Okay, so I'm going to speed run through this because this is all the same. Watch you silently when he... Okay, this is different. This part is different. When you eye him questioningly, he nods. You try to pace yourself, but you end up wolfing it all down within minutes. Okay, so this time we chose to actually swallow and chew the dog food that he fed us. And I'm trying to remember if this leads into a different track. You dig your fingers onto the sharp edges of the open can. You don't feel it, nor do you notice the blood running down your palms until you are licking them clean. For a while, Sang-woo stares at you as if studying you, but his expression is indecipherable, but you feel yourself drawn in by his eyes. Drawn in and terrified by what you see, because you see nothing at all. He stands up, throwing aside a tin can of food, and leaves the basement without a word. You watch him leave, then drag yourself towards the discarded can, hoping that there's still edible meat within it. This game is kind of traumatizing, Melty, so be careful. You lay there, watching cockroaches flit past, picking up microscopic bits of food you must have dropped. Somewhere in the corner, you see scuttering movement. Rats, maybe? You don't care. You don't care about anything at all. Even the pain that used to feel like imminent death is only a memory. What happens next? You can't predict at all. The hatch opens. I'm coming to bring you up. Okay, so this does lead into a different... Okay. Yes, this leads into your final chapter. So when you actually chew the food, it does lead you into this track. So let's see. As Sang-woo drags you toward the hatch. You have no time to celebrate. You whimper and cry when your ankles hit the first steps. The pain stabs into them like hot knives. Will you shut up? You try to obey, biting so hard on the side of your lip until it breaks the surface. He carries you up, his elbows hooking into your armpits, and it's almost as if he wants to maximize your suffering as both head upstairs. You can't put it past him to think that way. Finally, you're both out of the basement. You squint as the world of light and color unfolds before you. It hurts your eyes to look, though you're sure that the room you're now in isn't even well lit. Have I been in the dark for that long? The air was no longer stifling, and the room no longer freezing. This is heaven. Sang-woo drops you onto the floor, rolling his shoulders back, and you stifle and cry when your broken ankles fold beneath you as you fall. Sang-woo, it hurts. Sang-woo narrows his eyes in disbelief. Of course it hurts. That's the point. You're so stupid. You furrow your elbows in confusion as he squats down and leans into your personal space. You didn't mind. You wish he'd come closer. Or maybe... Oh no, I think I skipped too far ahead. Well, let's see. If this is not leading into the ending that I'm thinking it is, then I'll go back and redo this. Your gaze strays down to his lips. He's so close, only a few centimeters away. You can practically feel his breath faintly against your skin. You're acting. Is that a yes or a no? Slowly your body draws closer to him, as though magnetized. I would never lie to you. His lips are so close. So... Last time I kissed him, and that led to the first ending. So this time I won't kiss him. You hang your head and curl into yourself, looking smaller. Please believe me. You can feel Sang-woo's stare, examining you as if you are a caged animal. With clenched fist, you keep your gaze on your bare thighs too, terrified of what you might see in Sang-woo's eyes. He chuckles darkly as he stands up. You know, for a second there, I thought you were going to kiss me. You wince. Was I about to kiss him? No way. But you wouldn't be so stupid as to actually fall in love with me, right? His tone is mocking, and he laughs at the absurdity of it. You curl in on yourself further. Jesus, you smell like shit. Time for a bath. Suddenly, Sang-woo sweeps you into his arms. Ah! Your spine tenses and you clasp your hands to your chest, hoping to keep as much distance from Sang-woo as possible. You feel his rigid chest rubbing against your bare skin. Instead of it feeling uncomfortable, it feels like it could be home. As he carries you down the hall, his hold on you is unwavering, and his steady breath almost lulls you to sleep. He's so warm. Unconsciously, you relax and lean against him. You sleepy, poor sap? You jolt at the mention of your name and look up at him. I'm sorry. Just don't pass out on me until you've had your bath. You're going to make the whole place smell like shit. Both of you enter the dimly lit bathroom, and he places you inside the empty bathtub. You stare up at him, confused on what to do. Sang-woo reaches the shower head and turns it on. The cold and harsh shower sprays pelts your skin like tiny needles, with your whimpers turn into silent sobs as cold water touches your raw wounds. Sang-woo sighs and begins to wash you. I know it's cold, but using the heater costs me, so bear with it for now. You continue to shiver until Sang-woo hands you a bottle of shampoo. Wash up. Your trembling fingers squeeze the bottle, and the thick gel falls into your open palm. Slowly, you massage the shampoo into your oily scalp, then shut your eyes when the suds begin to fall and stings your eyes. Why is he being so nice? Does he actually care about me? You shiver, but not because of the freezing water. Or is this the final act of kindness before killing me? Oh god, he's going to kill me. You immediately open your eyes in fear of what he might do while you couldn't see. Ow! Just as quickly, you shut your eyes because of the stinging pain from the shampoo. Laughter rings out as you frantically rub at your eyes. After everything I've done, that still hurts you? As Sang-woo continues to laugh at you, a hand holds yours still. You feel the damp hands cup your cheek and the thumbs softly wiping your eyelids, finally clearing the suds off of your eyes. Sang-woo? Slowly you open your eyes. You know how stupid you look right now? Sang-woo sighs and lowers his hands. You can't help but to wish that they were back on you, anywhere on you. It really bruises my ego. You watch his lips move and once again you're hypnotized. That you still get hurt. His lips, last time I kissed him, and that got me first ending. I'm pretty sure if I don't kiss him again, I get an additional chapter. I'm not sure, but I'm gonna see. Over fucking shampoo. No, what the hell is wrong with me? Your tears slide down your cheeks, blending in perfectly with the shower water as you feel your mind split into two. Panic creeps its way out into your heart and squeezes you until you can't breathe. Am I falling in love with him? Is this what they call Stockholm Syndrome? That's hilarious that they put that in there. I love it. You look away from Sang-woo, but your meager attempt to stop whatever feelings were developing inside you. Slowly you can feel your sanity crumbling away into ashes as you try to make sense of your feelings. What the fuck is wrong with you? He drugged you. You wince. He kidnapped you. Your fists clench even tighter. He hurt you. You stare at your battered legs. Why the fuck would you feel this way, poor sap? Poor sap? What the fuck? Hey! In your state, you didn't notice that the shower was off and Sang-woo was cupping your face, that you were shaking uncontrollably. Sung. What the fuck happened to you? You spaced out and started shaking all of a sudden. You see that Sang-woo is in the bathtub, his body now wet and pants clinging onto his body. Poor sap. Hey, what's wrong? You feel warmth in your chest at his concerned tone. He cares about me. Your eyes flit down to look at his lips again. Sang-woo smiles. No. You scramble away from Sang-woo and bare your teeth at him. Stay the fuck away from me, you monster. Sang-woo's arms lay suspended from where he held you until they slowly lowered to his sides. The two of you stare at each other in shock, your chest heaving as you try to calm yourself down. Sang-woo starts chuckling quietly. Monster, huh? The smile he flashes could be considered charming. He flashes you a charming smile before moving towards you. His move is slow and deliberate. Get away from me, I hate you! You and I both know that's not true. A sinister grin that spreads across his face at your shock. Didn't think I could tell you wanted me. You begin to tremble violently when he straddles your legs and leans into your face. Faces are inches apart. I'm not stupid. I can see when you blush. He moves in closer and brushes his lips against yours. You shiver. Chuckling, Sang-woo pulls away. And I can see that you want to kiss me, you fucking pervert. I hate you. Yeah, I know. And that's what makes this boring now. He sighs sadly. And things were just getting interesting too. Your brows furrow in confusion. It would have been funnier if you actually fell in love with me, but you didn't, so... His hand digs his way through your scalp and nails breaking in your skin and grabs your wet hair. You scream when Sang-woo begins to drag you out of the bathtub by your hair, your injured legs banging against the porcelain tub. Withering, screaming, and crying, you try to remove Sang-woo's hold on your hair and he hauls you like a rag doll into his room. You already feel your already festering leg oozes more with blood and throbs to the beat of your raging heart. Each and every step down the basement is torture. Thud, thud, thud. Sang-woo finally releases his hold on you, and you fall pathetically onto the floor. Gross, your hair came off. When you turn to look at him, chunks of your hair lay on his palm before he wipes it away. He smirks at you. With a shuddering breath, you mutter, "I hope you burn in hell." He throws his head back in laughter. He makes his way to the basement hatch and gets out. Sang-woo spares you one final look before damning you to darkness. Sure, but not before you do. The click of the basement lock is deafening. Time passes you unwittingly. Sang-woo no longer returns to feed you or bathe you. He hasn't cleaned up your messes either. You lie on your own waste like an animal, but at least you are alive. The hatch opens. You're too weak to get up. Your arms and legs have practically shriveled up by now. You turn your head slightly. A woman is lying prone beside you. She has long blonde hair and a mole on the bridge of her nose. Her makeup is heavily unbecoming. Her painted nails are broken and dirtied. Sang-woo appears in your vision. He flashes you the almost gentle smile. "Hey, long time no see." You open and close your mouth, but your lips are so dry they crack and bleed at the slightest moment. Sang-woo is holding a knife. "I'm sorry it took me so long to come back. You were being too good." Oh, this is the too good ending. So there are multiple ways to get this ending if you are like neutral with him. Like you don't love him too much, but you don't really hate him too much. So you get this ending where he says that you're being way too nice and I'm still gonna kill you. He shakes his head. Don't get me wrong, you weren't that boring. I just feel sorry for you actually. You try to speak, but no words escape you. So this is goodbye. He pauses. And thanks, I guess? He presses the knife against your throat and he cuts clean through. Almost like a knife against butter. The shock seizes your body that it feels like pinching. Droplets of blood fly from your mouth when you laugh, while the rest of your body oozes from your open wound on your throat. Your vision fades. Your smile remains. Sang-woo smiles back. The image ingrains itself into the backs of your eyelids and is the last thing you see and remember. Was it mocking? Was it gratitude? You don't know, but at least you are finally free. 2 weeks later. So you always get this at the end, unless you get the good ending. The good ending doesn't have this broadcast radio moment. But this is the third ending. You can get this ending multiple ways. Like I said, if you're just like neutral throughout the whole thing, that you like obey him but then sometimes disobey him, you get this ending. So that's fine. I'm trying to figure out
if the bastard who kidnapped my best friend is listening.
If I'm gonna go back to the screwdriver ending because we can get another ending there with the screwdriver. I have to figure out if I didn't save early enough in the game to have chosen different options to get an additional chapter. But they're still kind of the same endings as the screwdriver ending, so that's fine. So I'll save this here. And we are going to, let's see, go back. I think this is the screwdriver. No. So return. Okay, so we're gonna go to load. And I think, is this the screwdriver one? Don't worry, Melty. I know this game is really hard to take in. So don't worry, I'm doing a speed run. So I'm trying to get like all the endings as possible. So there's 3 endings so far that I got. One that is the bleach ending. That ending is the first run through. That's the only way to get the bleach ending. The other two endings that we just got, you can get those multiple ways. So I just showed you like just one way to get those endings. So right now, hopefully this is the screwdriver moment. Oh no, go back. Preferences. No. Load. Is this a screwdriver? No. Return. No. Back. History. Main menu. Yes. So let me do this one. Okay. So this is the screwdriver one. Okay. So I'm going to examine the screwdriver. Or wait, was it? No. I'm going to examine the screwdriver. Okay. So this is right after our legs are broken and he is coming in and I don't want auto. I have to hurry. He'll be back any second. Okay, and we're examining the screwdriver again. Finally, you have the screwdriver clutched in your hand. The hatch opens and Sang-woo peers in. Still alive? And then he makes the joke. For a single moment, you catch a glimpse of the Sang-woo you knew at the bar. However, the moment ends abruptly. Sang-woo stares at the screwdriver in your hand. His expression darkens and an eerie smile slowly stretches across his face. You freeze, your heart is hammering. What were you planning to do with that? He slowly walks towards you, dropping whatever he is holding. He gets naked again. For whatever reason, he just gets naked right in this moment. Okay, and this is when I'm choosing the kill yourself option. So the crippling fear overtakes you as Sang-woo's form approaches. You desperately crawl away from him, a keening, desperate sob escaping your throat. Don't come closer. A shadow looms over you, casting you further into darkness. Why not? I'll kill myself. Silence. I'll kill myself with the screwdriver and you'll never have your fun. Absolute silence. You stop your hysterics and look over your shoulder at Sang-woo. He looks bored. That's all. Your desperate move to the corner of the room is all but thwarted by the heel of his foot crushing your wrist. You cry out in agony with the writh beneath him, crawling at his boot, trying to wiggle free. That was stupid of me. He makes a gesture as if to reprimand himself. I shouldn't have left you where you could see it. I'm not normally this careless. He digs his heel further and further into your wrist, ignoring your pleas and your cries for mercy. Please, Sang-woo, stop. You let out a mangled scream of absolute pain as your wrist snaps completely beneath Sang-woo's weight. Ugh, God. This is so fucking boring. Did you know you weren't the first one to think of this? He leaves you to nurse your throbbing wrist and picks up the toolbox. He sweeps your injured wrist out into the open with his foot and grins as he drops the metal box onto it. Sang-woo seems to savor every knock of your tortured screaming and sobbing, but only for a moment. Now he's reaching into the toolbox. Your vision is turning white from the pain but imminent terror of what awaits your next keeps. You unfortunately conscious. That's a weird sentence. Sang-woo draws out a large screwdriver. You feel your entire being sink. He takes your hand and places the screwdriver in it, smiling. Now you can show me exactly what you had planned to do with that. You tremble. Your palms are slick with sweat, and the screwdriver slips from your grasp. You hold back a petrified shriek and flinch backwards away from him. The pain inflares in your wrist and you freeze, whimpering. You brace yourself for him to snarl at you for what you've done. Sang-woo catches it in one deft motion. Clumsy, clumsy. He shakes his head at you and replaces the screwdriver into your shaking palm. He pushes your fingers closed around its handle. Let's try this again. He glides the screwdriver to your torso to the bottom of your ribcage. Sang-woo, please. You sob and plead, but he doesn't seem to hear you. Now, where would you want it? Here or here? He moves the screwdriver from one side of your torso to the other, and you want to wrench. Your blood is gone cold with fear, but you've been living like this for who knows how long. You try to push him away from you, but your actions are feeble. Your muscles are so far too weak. Don't worry, I'll help you. His voice is soothing, calming, much like it had been the first night you met. Then the blunt tip of the screwdriver starts pressing into your flesh. At first it feels like a pinprick of pressure, then it grows larger, more painful, unbearable. Oh, back. A half-soft, half-shriek rips of your throat when Sang-woo uses his hand to twist the screwdriver into your stomach ever so slowly. Sang-woo, stop, please. Stop, but why? Wasn't this what you wanted? He drives the point home, literally. You scream louder, sobbing, pleading. But the screwdriver is wedged in between your organs. In and out he goes, stabbing into your stomach relentlessly. He even starts to stir your insides like he would stir the ingredients for a cake. You choke on your own bile and blood, vomiting all over your and Sang-woo's hands. He ignores that he keeps on violently trying to turn your insides to mush. Burning. There's a burning inside you. You don't know how long you've been lying there screaming at the mercy of him and the screwdriver in your hand. It could have been hours, months, years. No matter how long it is, it all consumed by the torturous agony. There's a burning inside you. When Sang-woo finally tears the screwdriver out of your body, he's grinning. I'm not sure how long it will take for you to eat yourself. Oh my god. How long it will take for you to eat yourself inside out. He casts the bloody tool aside and leans over you with a satisfied expression. But I'm sure it will be one hell of an experience. 2 weeks later. So you can get... The screwdriver leads into 2 endings. The first time when we try to kill Sang-woo, and then this one when we try to kill ourselves. Now, when we get the additional chapter, which is what I'm trying to figure out how to get to that additional chapter, it's pretty much, you can get these 2 endings as well, but with the additional chapter. So these are the 2 endings that you can get with the screwdriver.
My best friend is listening.
You can get the you were too good and I'm gonna kill you anyway ending, like I think 2 ways as well. The bleach ending is the 1 ending only, and you can get the good ending by doing two different ways. But right now we're gonna try to see. Okay, we're gonna save this right here. That's that ending. And we're gonna do main menu. Yes. So we're gonna load, and I'm trying to remember. Okay, so I made a mistake before, and I probably should have saved 2 choices prior to this. So we're gonna, no thanks, I'm taking, none of your business. I'm gonna go with the I am underage. So this is the very beginning. This is the first time we're even given an option. So we're gonna go with, the first time I did this, I was flirting with him to buy me a drink. The other 2 ways, the none of your business and no thanks, I'm taken, that leads you unto the good ending, the quote-unquote good endings. So we'll do those last. So we're gonna do the oh, I'm underage. You shift uncomfortably, a nervous smile on your face. I'm actually underage, so no alcohol for me. Haha. Oh, no problem then. Mind if I join you? Sure. Sure, why not? What's your name? So we're gonna keep up with Poor Sap. Poor Sap, how about you? Oh, I'm Sang-woo, it's nice meeting you. You shake hands, his grip firm, yet somehow relaxing. So why did you come here? Friends or... Friends, they're somewhere around here. Not sure where though. Kind of weird that they leave you alone in a place like this. No, it's fine. They're having fun, and besides, you're keeping me company. That I am. He grins, and the effect is disarming. You find it difficult to compose yourself for some reason. You both fall into a pleasant back and forth conversation. So this is definitely different from the first time when I was flirting with him. So this is now like mutual conversation. So this is great. You find that Sang-woo is fun and easy person to talk to, and you're easily relaxed into his pace. When you get a glass of water, he gets himself a bottle of beer. Both of you drink and talk as if you've been longtime friends. You grin up at him, enraptured as he talks to you about everything and nothing. The night passes by quickly, and you feel yourself feeling more and more lightheaded as it does. You feel confused. It's not as though you were drinking alcohol and you weren't sleepy. You take a sip of your water, then lick your lips. It certainly didn't taste like alcohol or anything bitter. It tastes almost salty. When you begin to lose your balance, you lean against Sang-woo. His strong arms enlope you, and you lean against him, breathing his scent. Ugh, he's so warm. Are you alright? Oh no, just hold on to me. Yeah, just like that. Okay, hold on. His voice fades as your vision turns murky. Everything is spinning, and you just want to lie still, but your stomach is rolling. You bend over and... Uh-oh. Not out here, you don't. The moment he sweeps you into his arms, you black out entirely. It's cold. You open your eyes to pure darkness. You shift slightly to realize that your wrists and ankles have been tied together. Okay, so this hopefully leads to that additional chapter if you go the route of just approaching him as a friend, and you're not flirting with him and you're not trying to turn him away. This should lead you to that additional chapter. So this is still the same. He still kidnaps you. So I'm going to just skip through this because this is what we got the first time. So let's see where it changes. So you call out. This is still all the same. And this is where he comes in. So Sang-woo is finally here. Finally awake. Let's see. Okay, so now we're at the first chapter. Okay. Everything is still the same as when we first played. So last time I said, Sang-woo, is that you? This time I'm going to say let me out. I'm not going to scream, but I'm not going to choose the option to scream. I'm going to choose the option of let me out. Who the hell are you? Untie me. You don't remember? Well, I guess we can't blame it on the alcohol. He nears you, and a heavy object is trailing noisily against the floor. Okay, so we know where this leads to. He still has the hammer, and he's going to break your legs. So, it's me, Oh Sang-woo. Do you remember me now? Your fear and dread are building. And he's still carrying the hammer. Try not to bite your tongue. And you hear the blunt object connect with your leg. And it's still really hard to listen to this. So we're going to keep going. And he's going to... Okay. You wake up. You take a second. He's standing at your feet. He's still holding the sledgehammer. And he's going to destroy you. Okay, so this is still all the same. Okay, so the last time I obeyed and looked, I didn't pass out, I didn't calm myself down. I think to get to that additional chapter, you have to spit at his hand. So I'm gonna spit at his hand. And he's gonna beat me. His fist connects with your jaw and your head whips to one side. His hand closes around your throat. It doesn't take much to be good, you know. You know what I'm gonna do, though? I'm going to save this because just in case it doesn't get me, yes, I'm gonna override that. Okay, so I'm still gonna spit in his hand. He still punches me. You have trouble breathing. You try to push yourself up, but your broken limbs make you cry out. See? This is what happens when you're bad. Your vision starts failing. Just as you think you're going to die, he lets go. You drop to the floor, coughing and gasping for air. Sang-woo gets up with his sledgehammer and in tow. He climbs back up the stairs. He decides to eat bibimbap and noodles. He's like a child who, yeah, we've seen this. We've seen all of this. He threatens to blind you again. And he tells you if you escape, you die. Okay. Actually, what does he say? He doesn't say anything. So this is, okay, so last time I chose why me. And I like you. So we already did these two options. So what will you do to me? Remain silent. I'm gonna remain silent. Sang-woo seems to wait for you to say something, but you don't. He makes a face as if to say, suit yourself, and shrugs. He climbs back up the stairs, only a single cold glance behind you, throwing only a single cold glance behind you. Sang-woo closes the door and leaves you in pitch black darkness. You breathe in the damp, cold air, embracing the imaginary monsters in the shadows. Okay, you're still in the dark. Okay, now we're in chapter 2. Let's see how this has knocked us. Okay, you're still in his basement. There's no way to tell time. You're hungry. You still have the pain in your legs. The basement door swings open. The light hurts your eyes. Sang-woo's back. So this is still all the same. He smiles. I'm gonna say nothing. Did you hear me? Now, did I choose this the last time? I didn't say I miss you. Actually, go back. I'm gonna say terrible. You scowl the best you can, but it looks more pained than angry. Terrible, no thanks to you. You hate how hoarse your voice sounds. Still energetic. He squats down in front of you, watching you curiously. You use what little energy you have to struggle against your restraints. Fuck you. He smiles. Suddenly, a hand slaps you across the cheek. The sound and the sensation are lightning. Your head violently snaps to the side from the blow, air leaving your lungs in pain gasp. You can taste the blood in your mouth. Sang-woo runs his hand through his hair, sighing. I came down here for a change of pace, you know. But it seems that you're still unaware with the way things are. Okay, so he's gonna go, he's gonna threaten you, and he still tells you that he could kill you. And he is opening your mouth with his foot again, and then he's going to feed you. So he unties you, and you're gonna look around. And okay, I'm gonna look around more this time. So instead of grabbing the screwdriver or doing anything with the screwdriver or waiting patiently, I'm gonna just look around the room. He must have dropped the screwdriver there on purpose, best not to touch it. You decide to take time to survey your surroundings more. Knowing full well from the pain of your legs that you cannot walk, you try to take stock of everything around you. There is a wooden shelf to your right and a few cardboard boxes that you cannot see the contents of. Ropes of different lengths and thickness lay coiled in some shelves. There is an open red toolbox beneath a work table, and you shudder at the sight of what looks like bloodstains within. More cardboard boxes are stacked near the staircase leading up to the hatch, but they are haphazardly taped shut and look old, gathering mildew and dust. Other than that, and an old pulley hanging from the ceiling next to the flickering light, there is nothing and no one but you. You begin to wonder if any of this can be of use to you. The hatch opens and Sangwoo peers in. Still alive. And he is holding the sledgehammer. Not holding the sledgehammer, never mind. In fact, he looks like he's holding the canned food. And he is going to start feeding you like a mother bird with their little hatched chickens. Okay, he doesn't. He's gonna chew. He's gonna turn into a bird. He's gonna chew his food and then feed it to you. Okay, so I kissed him, I chewed and swallowed it the last time. Keep it in your mouth. I'm gonna spit it out. The tasteless glob is mixed with the mystery meat, makes you wrench. You immediately spit it out, coughing and hacking. The strength behind Sangwoo's backhand makes you see white for a moment. Are you some kind of rich kid? You think you can waste food that I bought with the little money I earn? He takes the chunk of the greenish-gray meat in one hand and shoves it down your throat. This time, you can't stop the bile from rushing up and out of your body. You gag and puke all over Sangwoo's hand and onto yourself. There's precious little to throw up anyway, and you haven't eaten in days. Only bile and other unknown juices mixed with bits of the meat are spattered all over your bare chest. He stands up and delivers a swift kick to your bare stomach. Again. And again. Fucking disgusting. I'll make you fucking starve. You can only gag when you had nothing else left inside your stomach. Tears from your eyes make their way into your mouth, and their salt mixes with the acidic taste of vomit. Sangwoo lets out a long, drawn-out sigh, only looking mildly annoyed after everything that just happened. He's not human. Okay, so he's nowhere near human. He's a monster. I'm going to have to clean this up later. You're going to make my house fucking stink. Okay, tisk. Okay, so he's going to take you upstairs. It's time to bring you up. Okay, if he takes me to the bathroom again, yeah, then I got the same ending. But hopefully it doesn't this time. So he's dragging you up. Will you shut up? You try to obey, biting hard. He carries you up, and it's super painful. You're out in the basement. You're in the living room, or the hallway technically. He drops you on the floor. And now he's getting really close. Okay, you're starting to feel a little bit weird. You probably don't know if you like him. And don't kiss him. I'm trying to remember if this is how we still get into the kitchen scene. So Okay, so we're gonna get our bath. So let's see if this gets me to the kitchen scene. So this is still the same. I'm still not going to kiss him. Let's see. You're confused. I have a feeling that this is not... I think before... If he takes me up... Yeah, I got the same ending. My bad. Okay, so I'm going to save. I did not get... I'm trying to figure out or remember how it was when I got to... Welcome, friend. I see you there. Yes, this is the crazy psycho manga. I'm trying to remember how to get to the kitchen scene. The thing is that when he takes you out of the basement, he doesn't give you a bath. He straight up takes you into the kitchen. And so I'm trying to figure out what path, like what options do I have to choose to get to the kitchen scene. So I'm going to redo this again and trying to figure out like how the heck did I make it to the kitchen. And yes, to answer your question, yes, this is Korean. It's a manhwa. It's from a Korean writer, of course. His name is Sang-woo. So, I don't know if I just want to cheat and just take you straight here to the kitchen scene and just click backwards to just show you the actual kitchen scene, or to actually play through it to see what options you need to make it to the kitchen scene. So, yes, I'm going to load. I'm trying to remember if it's from the screwdriver moment. There's a moment with the screwdriver that there's a third option, and I'm trying to remember if that... Okay. I looked around more, so I examined the screwdriver. So this is still the same. Drop the screwdriver. So this time I dropped the screwdriver. It's nothing. I was just curious. So the other two options gave us the two other endings. So I'm trying to see if dropping the screwdriver will get me to that kitchen scene, or else I'm just going to go straight to where I saved with the kitchen and just go backwards so everyone can just see what it's like. And that's really funny that you didn't know this was Korean. Yes, this is a Korean story. You let the screwdriver fall from your fingers and drop onto the floor. Sang-woo watches you dully and shrugs. He picks up the screwdriver and pockets it. You're kind of interesting like this. What? What does he even mean by that? He ignores you, and finally you notice that he's now holding something else. He smiles when he notices you staring. I have breakfast. Okay, so he's going to turn into, Mother Bird, and he's going to feed you breakfast. You're starving. He is going to slap me, and he's going to feed me. Okay, this time I'm just gonna keep the other 3 times I spit it out, I chewed and swallowed, and I kissed him. This time I'm just gonna keep it in my mouth. You are confused. What kind of sick game is he playing? The sludgy and squishy pre-chewed food sloshes in your mouth as you refuse to swallow it. Your cheeks puff up from keeping its contents and stare at Sang-woo. He cocks a curious eyebrow. Well, aren't you gonna swallow that? You continue to stare at him. Why is he being so generous? His lips spread into a smile as his eyes twinkle in realization. You suspicious? Maybe I've got something planned? He leans forward, his eyes an inch away from your lips. Are you afraid I poisoned it? Stuck broken glass in it? You stare at him, your heart picking up pace. It'd been funny if I put a fuck ton of laxatives and made you shit yourself to death, but then I have to clean that mess. And besides, I've literally put that stuff in my mouth. Aren't you convinced yet? Yeah, it's pretty gross, dude. He grips your cheeks. Some of the food you kept in your mouth oozes between your seams and massages it up and down. Sang-woo is forcing you to chew it, and you can only obey. Eventually, you start chewing it by yourself, never taking your eyes off of Sang-woo. The tight hold on your jaw slowly loosens, and he watches you chew, then eventually swallow. Sang-woo suddenly sticks his 2 fingers into your mouth, probes, and presses against your instantly? Whatever. Open up for me. Helpless to his whims, you open your mouth and stick out your tongue. He looks at your mouth to see you've swallowed every last bite. His lips quirk up into a smile. Good. You feel his callous thumb stroke your tongue before he backs away to shove the food tin into your hand. Now eat. For a while, Sang-woo stares at you as if studying you. His expression is indecipherable, but you feel yourself drawn by his eyes. Drawn in and terrified by what you see. Because you see nothing at all. He stands up, throwing aside the tin can of food, and leaves the basement without a word. You watch him leave, then drag yourself towards the discarded can, hoping that there's still edible meat within. You lay there watching cockroaches filled... Okay, so this is back to normal. So, you're still in the basement, and let's see... Okay, he's bringing you up. Please let this be it. I'm crossing my fingers that this is the freaking kitchen scene. So, he's gonna drag you up. Okay. Okay, hopefully... I'm not going to kiss him again. So... This is still the same as before. So he's still gonna, we're still doing the bathroom scene. The bad thing is that I do not remember if you go to the bathroom, you take your shower, and then he takes you to the kitchen. I completely forgot if when you get out of the basement, he takes you straight into the kitchen, or you go to the bathroom first, you shower, and then he takes you to the kitchen. So that's the bad part. And that's the sucky part. If I don't get it this way, then I'm definitely going to... Yeah, I named my character Poor Sap. I think it fits. Okay. Do not. I don't know. Okay. I don't know if I have to kiss him first and then do not kiss him later for that to get me into the kitchen scene, is where I'm finding it difficult to like figure out like what path. Yeah, no, this is getting me the same ending. So this is getting me the same ending. So there are multiple ways to get to the, oh, you're kind of boring ending. So like there are multiple ways to get to the you're so boring ending. There is definitely 2 ways to get the kill yourself, the suicide, like the character wants to commit suicide ending. There's the other way that Sang-woo just kills you with the screwdriver or kills you with a knife. So I'm going to, and then obviously the good endings. There's the good endings, but you get those at the very, very beginning. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to save, but not really. I'm going to just main menu. Yes. I'm going to cheat a little bit, and I'm going to go straight for this. So I'm going to go back. I'm going to cheat a little bit because I need to remember. So this is the kitchen scene. So this is an additional scene. Okay, I can't go back way too far. So this is one of the ways, like one of the paths you can take to like make the game last longer. So I try to figure out how to make it to this, but unfortunately I can't figure out the path to make it to the kitchen scene. So this is just the official kitchen scene. So it's been a while since you last tried to cook anything. So Sang-woo is now just straight up taking you to the kitchen, and he's like, cook me something. I can't go back any further, unfortunately. So it's been a while since you last tried to cook anything, both for you or anyone, or for yourself. In face, you're not even sure if you've ever cooked before. All this time in Sang-woo's house has muddled up your memories. You set to work and quickly notice the bag of groceries sitting on the kitchen counter. Reaching for it and peering inside, you see that Sang-woo has been planning to make bibimbap. You can feel Sang-woo's stare burning into your back, and you try not to let your hands shake as you wash up your hands and cut up the vegetables. At some point, you struggle to reach the stove. Your chair is not built to move around so easily. Let me get that. Suddenly, Sang-woo is standing next to you, washing his hands at the sink. Sang-woo? He raises an eyebrow at you. What? You look away, down at the pot in your hands. It's nothing. Well, if it's really nothing, then hand me that. I'll do the frying. You'll do the rice. But I can't move around much. You shrink away from him, raising your arms in weak defense, bracing yourself for the inevitable slap or punch. It doesn't come. You lower your arms a little. You see him watching you with a wry smile, but that doesn't reach his eyes. Tell me what you need, and I'll get it for you. Confused, you nod hesitantly and slowly try to call to memory whatever you might need. He bustles around the kitchen, reaching into closets and cupboards to bring out bowls for you to use. He even sets up the rice cooker. All you need to do is wash the rice that's in the grocery bag. You work in silence for a while, but the urge for gratitude gnaws at you. Whether out of fear or sincerity, you don't doubt that this is the right thing to say at the very least. Thank you. He shrugs and turns to the stove, frying the vegetables without another word to you. After the rice is cooked white and teeming, and Sang-woo has finished up with the vegetables, you start to plate everything up. See you in 45 minutes. Sang-woo helps turn your chair to face the dining table. He sits across you, and he doesn't pause before digging in. You're not sure if you should say thank you for the meal, but you murmur it anyway. The food looks heavenly compared to the meat sludge Sang-woo made you eat earlier, but your unease and anxiety are overtaking your appetite. So I have a feeling that if you kiss him the first time, when you get out of the basement, if you kiss him and then refuse to kiss him the second time, maybe it will get you this ending. I'm not sure. Still, it would be impolite not to eat what you both made. Another heavy silence. Before long, you start to feel uncomfortable beyond words. You open your mouth to blurt out something, anything, but Sang-woo speaks first. So do you cook often? His voice sounds rather flat, monotone, like he's not so curious about your answer. He's just simply obliged to mundane table manners. Let's say yes. Yes, I cook for myself a lot. He nods. I see. Must be hard. A bit, yes, but I rather enjoy it sometimes. He nods again. You live alone or with family? When you hesitate to answer, he flashes you a dry look. I'm not going after them or anything. That's too much effort on my part. Should I live alone or should I live with family? Well, either way, this is gonna end badly, so... I live alone. I live alone. Sang-woo hums. Abs. Like me. You pause. Yes. You marvel at the unremarkable dialogue you're having with your captor. I would have never imagined this happening. It's kind of... You can't decide if it's nice or unsettling. But you prefer it to any single second of torture you have already endured. What about you? He eyes you over his meal. What about me? Your family. You fidget nervously in your seat. Oh, them? They're dead. There's an automatic pang of guilt inside of you, though you can't be very sure of its sincerity. I'm so sorry. I don't miss them. Not my dad, anyway. He wasn't the best man. It was not nice having him around anymore. Or it was nice not having him around anymore. He has a nostalgic look about him, like he's recounting a fond childhood memory, but there's a malicious glint in his eyes that makes your insides reel with the growing horror. You killed your father? I never said that. And your mother? You blurt this without thinking. Perhaps you had gotten far too comfortable with this atmosphere. In any case, Sang-woo has paused in the middle of his dinner, his expression darkening. I loved my mom more than anything, poor sap. If you think I killed her... His words trailed away and he smiles eerily, neither conforming nor denying the accusation. Shit, I shouldn't have asked. I'm such an idiot. After a pregnant pause, he pushes his plate away. Dinner is over. You feel a small surge of panic. You barely touched your food after all. Sang-woo steps up and makes his way around the table towards you. Your heartbeat picks up and you begin to tremble in fear. Up we go. To your surprise, he doesn't manhandle you like he did before. He lifts you up almost gently, like he actually cares about how you might fall and hurt yourself. You made a good dinner, poor sap. You really did. He sounds almost apologetic as he returns to the basement with you in his arms. It's really too bad. He sits you down against the floor and you watch him leave. It's already too late before you blurt out his name. Sang-woo, wait. The hatch is closed behind you and you're enveloped in darkness once again. Time passes you unwittingly. Sang-woo no longer returns to feed or bathe you. Yeah, so this gives you the boring ending. Like, you're so boring. And he kills you with a knife. Okay, so that's the kitchen scene. So this is the thing. Because it wouldn't let me go back anymore, the kitchen scene gave you 3 endings. And they're the same endings as the screwdriver ending. You get, like, him killing you with the knife, and he does the same, like, thing, like he cuts words into you ending. And then there's the kill yourself ending because you're cutting the vegetables with the knife and you threaten to kill yourself. And then he still does the whole, like, you're cutting your stomach up ending and, like, mushing things around. And then you get this ending, which is the you're so boring ending. I'm gonna slit your throat. So those are the 3 endings that you still get with the kitchen scene. You pretty much saw all of the kitchen scene. Like, there wasn't really anything else prior to it other than him just leading you to the kitchen. However, I really wanted to figure out how to get the kitchen scene. So I think what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna main menu. Yes. Okay, and I'm going to load. What is the most further option? I want to see. I'm going to wait patiently. Actually, no. What? Look around. Call for Sang-woo. As soon as Sang-woo is out of sight, you get nervous. You anxiously wait for his return, the sound of his footsteps upstairs being your anchor. What is he doing up there? Sang-woo, his footsteps stop. Sang-woo? Nothing. Only darkness and your shallow breath. You suddenly feel colder. Why did he stop? He's not going to leave me, right? Panic takes a hold of you. Please come back. Don't leave me. Please. Sang-woo. You're about to drag yourself to the hatch, but the hatch opens and Sangwoo peers in. Okay, he makes the joke. You're starving. He's gonna feed you. Okay. I'm going to chew and swallow it just to see if this, we already saw this, like, okay. He is going to take me up again. So I'm going to see if I kiss him. Okay, he's going to hopefully bathe me. And, okay, so we're going to the bathroom. Do the shampoo again. I'm not gonna kiss him this time. Oh no. Okay, so no, okay, so I wonder, let me try this again, but let's see if I actually kiss him again. No, it won't let me go back. Okay. So, let me... Main menu. So, load. Okay. Where was it? I'm trying to remember how to get onto the track to get to the kitchen scene. Because I'm pretty sure, like, one of your choices definitely leads you, like, straight into the kitchen, not anywhere else. But that's pretty, but other than what I just showed, like, displayed or played right now with the kitchen scene, there's really nothing else to do with the kitchen scene. So let me just go straight into the good endings. Let's try the good endings. So right here, I'm gonna show you the 2 ways to get the quote-unquote good ending. So I'm gonna just completely blow him off by saying none of your business. You huff. It's none of your business. I don't even know you. The man furrows his brows. Is he worried or annoyed? Is there something bothering you? And I'm just gonna be a complete bitch to him. You are. You narrow your eyes at him. To be honest, you're kind of bothering me right now, so please just... You freeze. The look of the stranger gives you is almost murderous. Eerily enough, the dark look vanishes as quickly as it appears, and the stranger flashes you an apologetic smile. You don't believe it for 1 second. I see. Sorry about that. I'll be going. You have a good night. You have a few drinks, but mostly keep to yourself. Shortly before midnight, you decide to head home. The night air is cold, and you wrap up your thin jacket close around your body. Then, out of nowhere, a shiver runs up your spine. You spin around, heart drumming an unsteadily beat in your chest. Nobody is there. That's weird. When you finally get home, you have the most unsettling feeling that you just barely escaped some unspeakable terror. And that's the good ending. So this is the good ending. So I'm gonna go back to the save menu. I'm gonna main menu it. Yes. And I'm gonna load this again. So that's the, if you completely blow him off, just absolutely being mean to him. So now this is the last way to get the good ending, but like actually like feeling positive about it. So you can choose no thanks, I'm taken. No thanks, I'm taken. So I kind of feel weird about it. There are a lot of other people you can ask though. Doesn't mean you can't have a little fun tonight. I'm not really... Okay, so it says find what sort of fun, so you fall into it. But I'm going to choose that I'm really not interested, sorry. You sigh and back away from the stranger. I'm sorry, I'm really not interested in drinking right now. We don't have to drink, we can just talk. It's not just drinking. I'm supposed to be here with my friends. And they ditched me, so it's really no reason for me to stay here. Then I can keep you company then. He flashes you a disarming smile. He really is persistent, isn't he? Look, I'm just going to go now. I hope you have fun tonight, though. You wave goodbye as you walk away, leaving the stranger in the party behind you. You have a few drinks, but mostly keep to yourself. Shortly before midnight, you decide to head home. The night air is cold, and you wrap your thin jacket close around your body. Then, out of nowhere, a shiver runs up your spine. You spin around, heart drumming, an unsteady beat in your chest. Nobody is there. That's weird. When you finally get home, you have the most unsettling feeling that you just barely escaped some unspeakable terror. So that's like a little bit more positive way to get the ending, the good ending. So that's that. I am so upset though that I have not figured out how to get to the kitchen. I swear there is there is a steady route to make it to the kitchen, I swear. And I want to see like, no, don't override it. Okay, so main menu, yes. And we're gonna load, what's this one? I'm gonna ask, okay, so why me? I like you, remain silent. I'm gonna ask, what will you do to me? Let's see if this actually leads us to the kitchen. You know what? I'm not sure yet. Sang-woo hums thoughtfully, but I'll make sure it's interesting. He walks away and climbs up the stairs. You want to feel relief, but it doesn't come. Sang-woo closes the door and leaves you in pitch black darkness. You breathe. Okay, so this we've seen before. Okay, now we're going into chapter 2. Okay, we're in the basement. Please let me go. Sang-woo, please. You barely get the words out and your throat is dry. I can't hear you. He squats in front of you, watching you curiously. Did you notice that I got a fourth option? I don't think that option was there before. I had 3 options before. So now I got a 4th option. So hopefully this is it. You feel the hot tears streaming down your cheeks. Please let me go. I won't tell anyone. Sang-woo runs his hand through your hair, sighing. I came down here for a change of pace, you know? Okay. So this is still the same. This is all still the same. He unties you. Crap. I'm gonna wait patiently. I'm gonna wait patiently. I'm gonna look at my legs. And he's gonna eventually feed me. I'm gonna keep it in my mouth because I feel like this will make it more probable if I make it to the kitchen sea. Okay, hopefully this will be it. Oh man. I'm not going to kiss him. Oh no, please don't tell me. This is... I'm not gonna kiss him again. Oh, crap. Okay. I wonder if... No. Okay. Yeah. Oh boy. I'm not quite sure now how I made it to the kitchen scene then. Ugh. No, I don't want to override it. So yes, I'm gonna load. What was this one? Wait patiently. I'm gonna see. Chew and swallow. And then I'm going to not kiss him the first time, but then kiss him the second time. Let's see if that does it. So I don't kiss him this time. Let's see if that gets me to where I want. I'm going to kiss him this time. No, gets me. Yeah. Okay. So I'm pretty sure, like, he takes you straight into the kitchen. I don't think he even takes you to the bathroom. When you get the kitchen scene, he doesn't even take you there. To the bathroom. He immediately takes you into the kitchen. So anytime you get the bathroom scene, there's so many ways to get the bathroom, which is so unfortunate because I really, really wanted to show how to get to the kitchen, but unfortunately I can't figure out like how to get to oh, okay, so never mind. There's, I guess, more ways to get the good ending. Who knew? Okay, so those are, I guess, the moment you reject him in the beginning, you can get the good ending. So that's kind of interesting. I didn't know that. Yes. So say sure. Okay, I still enter my name. So we've seen all of this. So let's see what we can, I'm gonna scream. Shut up, or do you want to make things harder for yourself? Okay, so this is if you choose to scream in the beginning. And he still destroys your legs. Yeah. Yep, you still get all that. Okay, I'm gonna calm myself down. You're being quiet for a change. Not sure how I feel about that. Calm down, think. Okay, so this time I chose to calm myself down. I'm gonna see if this is it. Sangwoo doesn't seem to notice how deep in thought you are. Okay. I'm gonna still remain silent. I'm gonna say, what will you do to me? Let's see if that makes a difference. I'm gonna say, please let me go. I'm going to look around more. And I'm gonna keep it in my mouth this time. And I'm sure he's going to make me swallow it. Okay. Oh, please let this be. Oh my gosh, okay. I think this is it. Okay, this is heaven. So you're up in the hallway, and he drops you on the floor. And this time, this is completely different. Clean up. You stare at him. His face twists into an impatient scowl. There's a rag and a bucket outside in the hallway. I want you to scrub the floor. The floor? He aims to kick between your ribs, forcing the air from your lungs and making you double over in pain. You deaf? How many fucking times do I have to repeat myself to you? You whimper and drag yourself to the doorway. Yes, finally. You in the hall, like he said, there's a bucket and rags sitting on the floor. Leading towards the front door, there are dark smears staining the wood. You swallow, your fear paralyzed. Behind you, Sangwoo growls. Well, hurry up. You practically fall over yourself to wet the rag and begin to wipe the wooden floorboards. You notice with increasing horror that the blood streaks are too fresh to be your own. Footsteps creak behind you, and you turn a little to see Sangwoo walking into what looks like the kitchen. He's not watching me? You turn back to the trails of dried blood and trace them towards the door. It's mere feet away from you. If you crawl fast enough, you can make it. Oh man, okay, I'm saving. I honestly don't remember this. This is absolutely brand new to me. Okay. Oh man! Okay. Well, I already saved, so I'm gonna... If I try to escape, he's gonna definitely kill me. So I'm gonna continue cleaning so I can make it further into the kitchen. No, I can't. He'll just kill me. You force yourself to return to the task at hand. Since the blood is still fairly fresh, it's relatively easy to scrub it off the floor. You work hard at it, throwing yourself into the task if only to forget the door that beckons to you. Huh. Thought you might have run out by now. You jolt upright and away from Sang-woo, who abruptly materializes just beside you. He's eyeing you with curiosity. Why didn't you take the chance? It's right there. Your fingers grasp the rag tightly. I don't know. Your throat is hoarse. You don't know. He barks a laugh. Priceless. I can't believe it, but I guess I can't exactly hate you for it. You're doing the smart thing, you know. Staying. You don't know what to say. You hang your head, staring at the space on the floor between his feet. You're just like my mom. You look up surprised. He's never talked about family before. But I know you can't really be her. You just act like her. That's all. You're not her. You're not. He seems to be talking more to himself than you. Anyway, you're done here. Time to go back home. Don't you think so? Home? Are you letting me leave? He smiles. You already know the answer to that one, poor sap. He lifts you up into his arms almost effortlessly and heads back into the room where you both came from. Back downstairs. This is absolutely brand new to me. I did not know. I have never seen this before. This is actually so awesome. Back into the cold darkness. I have made it to the kitchen scene before, but I have never had like this interaction. So I'm even thinking like, there's 7 endings. Are there 7 endings to this? This is awesome. He lays you down on the concrete and you almost cry out his name as he leaves. Almost. Time passes you by unwittingly. Sang-woo no longer returns to feed you or bathe you. He hasn't cleaned up your messes either. You lie in your own waste like an animal, but at least you're alive. The hatch opens. You're too weak to get up, but your arms and legs are practically shriveled up by now. You turn your head slightly. A woman is lying prone. Okay. This gets you... I'm excited. I'm happy. I have not seen this part of the game before, so this is actually new to me, so this is great. So this is the you're really boring. Okay. Yeah, you're just being too good. Okay. So this is the you're boring scene. So let me go to main menu. Yes. And I'm going to load this. This is so crazy. I have never had this ending before. So this is exciting. Like, this whole thing I have never seen before. So I'm going to try to escape. You drop the rag and scrambled for the door. It's so close, so easy for you to reach it and make it through. Hope sparks a fire inside you and you start to struggle and crawl faster. Your heart beats loud and fast in your chest, blood rushing into your ears. Adrenaline propels you forward and your fingertips brush against the foot of the door. I can do it. I can make it. You reach the doorknob. You're so fucking pathetic. You turn around too late. Pain erupts your legs and consumes your body like fire. You don't know how hard and long you've been screaming until your throat is raw and you taste blood in your mouth. The wet warmth blossoms around where Sang-woo has wedged knives into your calves straight into the floor. Your fingernails crawl deep into the wood paneled floor. They break and bleed, but you can barely feel the pain. I need to get out. I need to get out. I need to get out. He towers above you, heaving, and you can tell that he's furious, though you can't see it in his. You can't see his face. You would rather crawl away than give up now. With your bleeding fingers, you drag your body closer to the door. Behind you, you can hear laughter, mocking yet true. You're crazy. Do you even know how you look right now? You feel the metal ripping through your flesh, even sliding against the bone. In a terrified hysterics, you don't even know the feeling The feeling amuses you or makes you more desperate than ever. Oh, but who told you you can leave? A flash of white metal in front of you makes you seize up. In pain, your mangled legs is excruciating. Your thoughts are all but stopped when he shoved his fingers into your mouth, nearly choking you. Your vision blurs at tears stream down your face, your lungs struggling for air. He wrenches out your tongue and you start sobbing. No, please. But you can't speak. You can't even scream. This is one way, I guess, but it's not enough. You feel the blade touch your throat, and the pain in your legs dulls to almost distant memory. You realize with the suddenness of unexpected circumstance that you are about to die. It feels too late to regret anything, to even panic. The inevitability of it has barely sunken in, and you don't even know if it's alright. If it's alright to give up. Good night, sad little dove. It was nice knowing you. The knife slices through your flesh, and the last thing you know is Sangu's expression of mild disinterest, perhaps even disgust. 2 weeks later. Oh my god. I am so happy. I have never seen like this ending or like the other ending before. I mean, it's the boring ending, right? But oh my gosh, I have never seen like the hallway ending. This is like the hallway scene, so this is amazing. We got clearly the bathroom scene, however many times we just got the bathroom scene. But I have not once ever gotten the hallway scene. I've clearly gotten the kitchen, but not the hallway. That is incredible. I'm so happy. Especially after so many times that I've kept reloading and doing this. So worth it. So worth it. Failed escaped ending. Wow. Wow. Failed escape ending. I've never had that before. That is amazing. I am really happy. I'm even going to put that there. I have never had the failed escaped ending. Wow. Wow. So there are like 7 endings to this game. Wow. Okay. Like I said, the kitchen endings are the same as the screwdriver endings. You have the you're too good and boring, I'm gonna slit your throat, the threatening him that you're gonna kill yourself and he turns your stomach into mush, and then the lancing at him with the screwdriver, or technically knife if you're in the kitchen, you lance at him and then he ends up killing you anyway. So the kitchen scene is the same as the screwdriver endings. This is completely different. The hallway, completely new. I have never seen this before. That is brand new. I'm glad. I'm really happy. I'm really happy that I got to experience that right now. So I'm gonna load. I want to show you how to make it to the kitchen. I know I've shown you the kitchen, but I still want to make it to the kitchen and show you how you make it, like the choices and the options that you have to choose to make it to the kitchen though. So I'm really struggling right now, you guys. Like, I know it's 11 something here, like if you don't know where I live. But okay, let's see. What was this? Okay, back. No. I'm gonna go to save and I'm gonna load. No, I'm gonna go to main menu. I'm gonna load a different one. What was this one? I'm gonna spit at his hand. Okay. I'm gonna remain silent. I'm gonna say nothing. And let's see. I'm gonna wait patiently. I'm gonna chew and swallow it to see if that happens. Okay, so this is now, I'm gonna see if this leads into the kitchen scene or just the brand new hallway scene that we just got. Okay? I have a feeling. Okay, so this is pretty much us cleaning the hallway again. Okay, no, this gives you the hallway scene again. Okay, so I'm going to... I wonder if I continue to clean. Okay, so he still takes us back. Okay. So let me save, because that's just going to give us the... Yes. So load. That gives us the same thing that we just saw. So... Man, you guys, I'm struggling. I'm struggling right now to figure out how... I don't know if I have to go... buy me a drink. Okay. So let's see. Okay. I'm gonna say, Sangwoo, is that you? Okay. I'm pretty sure, like, I'm gonna spit at his hand. I'm gonna skip all of this. I'm gonna skip all of this. I'm gonna say nothing. Ugh. I'm gonna kiss him and see if that probably leads me down the track. Oh no. Yeah, no. No, because that's gonna lead me. Yeah. That's gonna lead me there. Dang it. Well, because this stream has been going for 2.5 hours, so now it's been like an extended speed run. So I mean, I did save the kitchen scene, so I showed you like one potential ending of the kitchen scene. But it's just like the hallway scene. Like, it should lead you straight into the kitchen, so... And it's the same thing as the screwdriver ending, so to not keep the stream going for as long as it has been already, I'm going to end the stream here. But that's pretty much like the run of Killing, Stalking, Missing. That's how you pretty much get like almost all the endings, since I couldn't figure out how to make it to the kitchen scene. Oh, I'm so sorry. But that was still exciting that we got the hallway scene. I have never seen that scene before, so that was really awesome. So in total, there's the bleach ending, there's the you're boring and I'm gonna slit your throat, there's the I'm threatening you, then I'm gonna kill myself one, there's the him stabbing you in the back one, there's the good endings, there's the failed escape, which was awesome. I didn't freaking realize that there was a failed escape ending. What else? What other endings did we get? I completely forgot, like, what other endings did we get? I'm so, like, jumbled up because, like I said, you get 3 endings, like, the same way. And then you get like the special ones. You get the special endings. So, no, 6 endings. It should be six or 7 endings total. So those were pretty much all it. Like, yeah, those were pretty much all it. So I'll end the stream here, but I'm gonna be on in about 5 or 10 minutes to start a new game. So thank you so much for watching. I hope I'm definitely going to start streaming on here much more often, and I'm still going to do my future anime reviews on here, so please, if you can, like, jump on and let's talk about anime and be friends. Hopefully you guys enjoyed my run of Killing, Stalking, Missing. Unfortunately, I just found out that this game is no longer available for download, which kind of sucks. If you're interested in this game, it was made by the Tumblr community. In response to the manhwa. As you can tell probably from my chat, they didn't know that this was a Korean manhwa. You can purchase it on Leeson and support one of my most favorite authors currently, Kugi, which is amazing that she attended Anime Expo last year. I got to meet her. She's this tiny little Asian girl. She's so much younger than me, and I'm amazed that she's able to write such compelling works. So hopefully she can deliver an incredible ending. She just started season 3 of Killing, Stalking. It's available now on Leeson. So please, if you like the game, if you're a fan of hers, please support her. She completely deserves it. This game was for free downloads, by the way. The creator, the fandom on Tumblr was awesome, and they created this game and gave like free download links to like the fandom, which was awesome. So that's how I discovered this game. So like I said, if you want to support, the creator of Killing, Stalking, this is one way you can definitely help. Thank you for watching, and I will see you in about 10 minutes for my next stream. Bye!